What's up, Scrappy peeps? It's Adele from Inkie Quill, and we have lots of photos. We're not scrapping all of these photos today. I printed it in different sizes because I wasn't quite sure what I was doing. But we've got to buy it and try it. So you guys seem to be enjoying these. I have some PinkFresh goodies today, and it's not sponsored. I bought these all with my own money, and I wanted some more paper sets. And then, of course, the embellishments caught my eye. So these are the three latest collections, and I got most of the bits and pieces that I could get my hands on. I really love those alphas, the blue ones. These ones are going to be a bit of a challenge for me because I'm not a multicolored alpha gal, so we'll give them a go. I thought they would be good to put away for Violet's baby album. You've already seen quite a few layouts with some of these frames making an appearance as well. I used most of them in a Patreon video last month, or was that at the start of this? No, last month. And my favourite from the PinkFresh is always these cardstock sticker sheets because you get so many, and a really good mix of labels and just filler word type ones as well. Grab some puffies. This is the it would be great for teens, this collection. I of course don't have a teen, but I'm hoping to use bits and pieces in some other photos. That set there with the buttons and the enamel dots, I did buy 2 of them, and I have almost used both of them by now. Yep, there's the other one. I grabbed the ephemera pack, and then there was this cardstock tag pack, which I don't think I've gotten into yet. I might have to make a layout that's just got tags on it. If you'd like to see something like that, let me know. These are beautiful. So these are actually from Pink Paisley, and I put them in with this Buy It and Try It because I thought the colours went really well. I got 2 sets of those, and I have almost used up one of them. I grabbed a ton of enamel dots because they have lots of nice smallish ones, and now we're going to see what I can use. Now, today's page, I would love to know if you have used this particular background paper in a layout. I was stumped as to how to use it because it's got a lot going on. It's very busy, and yeah, you'll see where the page goes. I was trying to figure out what size photos I wanted. We don't have photos displayed around our house, which I would love to know. Do you scrapbookers actually have photos around your house? I would love to have photos around my house, but I always forget and instead put them in my scrapbooks instead. I think we might have 2 family photos of Archie, Aaron and I. We definitely don't have any Violet photos anywhere. Need to fix that up. But yeah, I just always forget to put them on the walls as well. But I figured any of leftovers, I could chuck one in a little frame and maybe add one tiny photo to our house somewhere. So the background paper I am choosing is very stripy. It's got lots of horizontal things going on, and it's not exactly a cut apart, but you could fussy cut it out. But I would love to know if you've used this, how you have used this. And I knew that if I didn't use it as one of the first papers when I first got the pack of paper, and I was really excited about the pack of paper and I wasn't sick of flicking through it too many times, that I may not use it. So I thought I'd challenge myself because the Inkie June Marathon has been a good opportunity to try a few new things and, you know, experiment with some things that are sometimes out of my comfort zone. I'm thinking immediately of that orange layout that I did towards the start of the marathon. That was definitely colours out of my comfort zone. And I do when I'm doing a pattern paper background, I definitely gravitate more towards the simple or the subtle patterns like polka dots or little love hearts or, 2 different tones of the same colour. I don't usually go for something like this, especially when I'm dealing with multiple photos on top of that. So let's just dive in and take a deep breath and just slowly rock in the corner. It's okay. We're going to get through it. Ugh. Actually, let me know in the comments, what pattern papers do you struggle with the most? Is there a particular colour or a particular pattern? I struggle with busy ones that have a lot of things going on, a lot of colours, a lot of things. This one is very busy. And I also struggle with background papers that have a icon that I don't use a lot. So there's been a lot of papers recently that have like scooters or bicycles or cars on them, and that's not, I don't know how to use those papers exactly. So they're probably the two that I do find the trickiest, but they can still be used. You've just got to kind of challenge yourself and tweak your process a little bit. So I play around with this for a long time, figuring out where I'm going to position everything. And I decided to put that spotty tissue paper on the black and white photo to kind of make it the focal image, even though it was already a bit more of a focus than the others because it was black and white compared to colour. But I felt like it just needed, one of the photos needed a bit of extra oomph-ing. And the black and white, even though it's just adding to the busyness, it because the spots are so black and bold, it does stand out from the rest of it. So then I grabbed these 3D embellishment elements, and I decided to stick that together one on because another thing that I struggle with is bunting. I can never make bunting look like it's meant to be there. I don't know what it is. I can't work it. And there's so many collections that have big bunting pieces. I'm thinking back, there's been quite a lot of crepe paper and the 12 by 12 chipboard that have big bunting, and they're always the last pieces left on my chipboard sheet. So I wanted to use that straight away because we're together, and I thought it worked well. And with the busyness of the page, the bunting doesn't stand out as much, which is very handy. I'm going through and I'm trying to figure out where on earth to put my 3 clusters of embellishments because there's so many extra things in the background. Also trying to figure out what thickers to use. I was going to use that black, which is my favourite thicker. I think it's on par. There was a glitter thicker called Happy that is my favourite thicker of all time, and it's discontinued now, so I can't get it anymore, which makes me sad. But this is a new one, and it's called Journal, and I've only had one sheet of it, so I definitely have to try and track down some more. Decided not to use the Journal one, the black one, and went with this one instead, which is another challenge. I'm using lots of things that I find a bit tricky in this video. This set of alphas has 2 different sizes in it, and I don't know about that. That's tricky. So I'm trying to figure out if I can spell. Luckily, I haven't done too many titles with this set yet, but I think it's going to be more and more difficult as the letters disappear to spell things. I don't think I'm going to be able to change up the 2 sizes together. I think that's just something that I won't be able to do. I'm turning a Q into an O because no one needs that many Qs, and I'm out of O's already. And yeah, so I'm just sticking my title down, and I think this layout is, I would call a zigzag layout, because your eye kind of goes to the black and white photo first and then jumps across to the smaller photo on the right and then back to the love you and the title and then down to the other part of the title so much. And it's a different composition than I'm used to. I usually go for a diagonal, not a total zigzaggy all over the page. But you know what? Sometimes it's nice to try different things and be able to get through it without crying and running away from the page. I needed some journaling, and I had no idea where I was going to put it. So I grabbed this label from Inkie Studio, and I chopped it up and stuck it up the top, because I felt like if I had stuck it down where the photos were, it was just going to be too much. And there was a bit of blank space up the top here. So I did my journaling, and it's starting to even out a little bit, but I still need something different. There's a lot of the same colours going on, a lot of the same icons and style, because I'm using pattern paper and embellishments from the same collection or the same manufacturer. And I grabbed my punch and decided to punch a couple of little gold hearts just to give it something a bit different. The gold cardstock is quite different to the gold in the Thickers title. It's more of a yellow gold, whereas the title's more of a champagne-y gold. It's a lighter colour, but I think it works because of the little pops of yellow in the background paper. I think it ties in. I needed something. If you've watched my videos for a while, you know I like to do a bit of a doodly border sometimes when there's lots of busyness, and it's like putting the cattle in a paddock. They need a fence, and my embellishments needed a fence so that they didn't run off the page. It just needed containing. Time for some Heidi Shine. We haven't had that for a while. Shake, shake, shake. Sing it with me. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your Heidi Shine. Shake your Heidi Shine. If you've only just stumbled upon this video and have never watched any of my videos before, you're probably thinking, what on earth is this crazy Australian girl talking about? Oh dear. So added some Heidi Shine, and I ended up with kind of 4 clusters. So we've got the label at the top, where the camera is on the right, the love you on the left, and then so much down the bottom. But I love the way it turned out, and it was a way to use a busy pattern paper that I may have left in my stash for a while if I hadn't have used it straight away. Thanks so much for watching today's installment of the Inkie June Marathon. Stay tuned to my Let's Get Inkie channel tomorrow for some more content. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you have been enjoying what I've been putting out this month. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye.